Hello, I'm Karen from Creative Mindfulness for Children and Teens. Today we're going to do a yoga sequence called Garden Yoga. So what you'll need is a mat. If you don't have a mat, that's okay, just to have some space so you can move around a little bit. I'm in my bare feet so I don't slip, so just be careful if you're in your socks that you don't slip, that you might want to put your shoes on or be in your bare feet as well. You don't need to have done any yoga before. This is going to be nice and simple and you can just follow what I do. So to start off, we're going to get our bodies warmed and we're going to play a game of Yogi Says. Okay, so Yogi Says, run on the spot. Quick, 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 quick. Yogi Says, jump up and down. Yogi Says, stop. Yogi Says, kneel down. And up again. Did you get up? Yogi said, stand up. Yogi said, reach up for the sky and down to the ground. Oh, did you go down to the ground? Okay, let's see. Maybe one or two more. What we do. Yogi says, move your hips. Can you move your hips? Yogi says, freeze. Very good. You got it that time. Okay. So let's think about springtime and what can we see in our garden at springtime? I have a tree growing in my garden. I wonder how the tree started to grow. Started from a little seed. Let's go and pretend to be a little seed. So we go down on our mats, kneading down with our feet under, and we're going to bend down as small as we can, nice and squished, under the ground. And when you're ready, start to grow, bursting through the soil, bursting up through the ground. And then we're going to stretch up to the sunshine. And all that rain and the sunshine comes and helps us grow. And then we're going to get bigger and bigger, stretching up like a big tree. So we can put our foot here, or you can put your foot here, and grow your branches. Whoa, what kind of a tree are you? A cherry blossom or an apple tree? Let's try the other side. So again, you can put your heel and beside your ankle, or you can move your foot up here. And you can be maybe a lemon tree or an orange tree, blowing your leaves. Whoosh. Excellent. There's something else that I found recently in a pond. What can be in a pond at this time of the year? Yeah, if you guess tadpoles, you're right. Now tadpole we know turns into a frog. Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to try and be a tadpole. And first it starts off in a tiny little bubble, a little bit of frog spawn. So we're going to get into our little bubble, then we're going to turn into a tadpole and then grow into a frog. So let's get down again, and we're going to be like that little seed. We're going to make ourselves as squished up and as tight as we can in our little bubble. Ready? Squeeze yourself up tight, squeeze. Okay. And so the frog spawn then grows out and stretches out long. So can you stretch out long with me? So it stretches out long, grows its arms and its feet, and it can swim. Can you swim? Swimming on your mat. Whoa, excellent. And then when it gets stronger, its legs get stronger and its arms get stronger, and it squats down and it sits very, very still. Can you sit really still? What do you think the frog might do now? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Woo! And I have my frog here. Let's see if you can jump with me. Ready? We're going to turn back this side. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Whee! Excellent. Can you do another one? Let's see if I can do a big one from the end of my mat all the way to the other end. 1, 2, 3. Woo! Excellent. Okay. When a frog jumps onto a lily pad, it has to be very balanced so it doesn't fall off. So you can be a frog sitting on a lily pad, can hear the water. I can hear the fish. What else can I hear? Is there another frog coming to jump onto my lily pad? I think I might splash into the water. Okay, ready, 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 big jump into the water. Splash! Well done. Excellent, frogs. Now, another thing that we can see is bees coming to our trees. So I'm going to teach you how to do a bee breath. Bees have lovely stripes. So let's pretend we have stripes. We're going to use our fingers as our stripes. So you can put them across your face and put your thumbs just at the side of your ears. Not inside them, just gently closing your ears a little bit. And put your bee stripes and squeeze the top of your nose. So we're going to hear the buzzy bee all the way inside. Ready? How are your stripes doing? One more time. Big stripes on. Squeeze a little bit and make a big buzzy sound. Excellent. And bees love to sit on flowers. Let's see if we can make a flower. So we're going to come and put our toes together, and we're just going to sit back and lift up our flower. So what can we smell? What does our flower smell like? What colour is our flower? Oh, I think mine is going to be yellow with purple polka dots. Lovely. Excellent. Take a big sniff in. Oh, lovely. Beautiful flowers, guys. Well done. Okay. We're going to try and see what happens to a caterpillar. Does anybody know what a caterpillar does? We'll see. Let's come on a little adventure with a caterpillar. So a caterpillar starts off going into his cocoon. So again, we're going to squish up really tight into our cocoon. Really, really tight. And then crawls out and out and out. And he breaks through his cocoon. And what does he become? A butterfly. Excellent. Well done. So we make our little butterfly. It's kind of like our flower. We're going to be in here. And we're going to open and close our legs like wings. Ready? Butterflies. Excellent. Lovely. What kind of design is on your butterfly wings? I think I'll have zigzags on my butterfly. Where's your butterfly going to go? I think mine's going to go way up to the sky today. Excellent. And then your butterfly sits on a flower and he's very, very still. Up he goes again. Excellent. Now, what else might you see in your garden? You might see a wiggly worm. Can we all get down and be wiggly worms on our mat? So lie on your belly and wiggle and wiggle and wiggle. Excellent. Sometimes I've seen bugs, but they got squished, or maybe they just can't get up again. And they're called dead bugs. Let's join me doing a dead bug pose. We're going to lie on our back, reach for our toes, and rock from side to side. Sometimes I've even seen ladybugs get stuck upside down, and you can turn them back up again. Now this is a lovely pose to rock our little bugs and help them on the garden. I have another friend in the garden that I love to see. Not everybody who does gardening likes to see him. He's a snail. And he has his house on his back. How cool is that? Hey? He loves to munch on leaves. He loves to munch and be in the garden is his favourite thing. I wonder if you can find any in your garden. You know, I found some hiding under the wall and some behind a bush. So I love to have a look in my garden for some snails. Sometimes you can't see them because he goes all the way into his shell. Imagine you could just go into your home whenever you wanted, and that everybody had their home on their back. Let's see, will he go in for me today? So he goes all the way in. Goodbye, Snaily. And there he is in his little shell. So oftentimes we just find our snails in their shells. So let's see if you can be a snail in your shell and come out really slowly, because the snails are very shy. So scrunching up into your shell. Slowly, slowly, slowly coming up. And the snails have their eyes up here, don't they? So they're peering around the garden and they're looking around. The frog was able to move very fast across the mat. Let's see if we can be snails and move very slowly across the mat. Ready? So they kind of slide, don't they? So they're sliding on their belly, sliding across the garden and eating all the way. Excellent. See if you can find a snail in your garden today. Okay? So we have had our trees. We're just going to go through a couple of the things that we saw in our garden today. We had our trees. Remember, we could have apple trees or orange trees. Imagine we could have chocolate trees. How much fun would that be? So we had a lot of trees growing in our garden. Then we saw some frogs at the pond. Lovely big frogs that love to jump on their lily pads. We had our snail in his shell that was slithering out to see if there's any flowers around. We had our butterfly opening and closing her wings, and butterfly likes to sit on flowers. And we could smell all the beautiful flowers in our garden. We could also see the caterpillar snug in its cocoon. So there's lots of things to see in your garden. Have a look around and see how many colours you can spot in your garden. Have a look around and see if you can find any snails in your garden. Maybe you find that bug that's upside down. And if you find the bug that's upside down, maybe you'll help him roll over and get up again. So the garden can have loads of places and fun things to do. You can grow all your flowers and even your vegetables too. So have lots of fun in your garden this spring. Before we go, pick a teddy bear. Who will I pick? I think my owl friend wants to do this last exercise. So we're going to lie down on our bellies. The owl is going to lie on my belly. We're going to pretend there's clouds up in the sky. Maybe we see clouds of butterflies or clouds of frogs. We're just going to take a couple of big, big breaths while we're there. And just imagine we were up, bouncing on the clouds like a frog. And we're going to take slow, deep breaths. If you want, you can put a blanket over you if you want. You can put a pillow even or a cushion under your head. So lying down, owl's going to be on my belly. I'm going to pretend there's loads of clouds up there. And when I breathe in, owl goes up. And when I breathe out, owl goes down. I'm going to breathe in. And this time I'm gently going to blow my clouds. Going to breathe in. And blow the clouds. Breathing in. And blow your clouds. One more time. Slowly, slowly this time. Just like the snail. And blow the clouds out. Excellent. Now does it feel to be in your garden now? It's a busy place in the garden. So go and have fun and practice some of your yoga poses maybe out in the garden. Stand by a tree and do your tree pose. Sit beside a flower and do your flower pose. And even try find a frog maybe and jump onto a lily pad. Thank you for joining me. We'll see you the next time. Namaste.